I think the next pieces I want to bring in are going to be these guys over here. So when you move your stuff onto the site, move these guys, okay? The ones that are still solids. So I'm going to go ahead and move, sorry, just copy. I'm going to group them first. And I'm going to copy them this way. Okay, and I think I'm going to place them back here or in front. I think I'm going to go back here. Okay, so I'm going to hide again for a moment all my site stuff. I'm going to move that stuff over to the end point of the hallway. Let's go ahead and group them. So now I'm going to move them over a little bit out, so maybe somewhere here will be fine. Next thing I'm going to do is maybe turn on my topography, right? Because we always have to keep, so this is going to be a routine on this project. You're constantly going to be turning on and off topography. You're constantly going to be rotating to see where your buildings are being placed. So that's normal. You're going to be nudging stuff back and forth. All right. So here we go. I think my first guy here is actually 2 feet in. I'm sorry, sitting on the topo. And the last guy is, looks like it's maximum of 4 foot submergence. That's okay. I don't think that's much of an issue. Okay. I want to go ahead and collide. So this is not acceptable. Per the project brief and based on everything that we're doing, this is not acceptable. This is just face to face. There's no collision between them. So I'm going to select the whole group here and move it maybe 2 feet into the hallway. Okay, and once I do that, I'll be digging less dirt, number one. And let's see what our clipping plane gives us when we take it down. Yeah, I think that's fine. Okay, so those are already split away, then we'll go ahead and split this later. I'm going to wait on that for a little bit. I'm going to take this guy, I'm going to group him. Actually, let's first copy. Let's go ahead and group. Okay, then I'm going to come all the way that way, raise the clipping plane. And I know if I'm going to use this hallway to connect to my bedroom, bathroom, just putting them here doesn't work because that means I'm connecting to the bathroom first. So I'm entering my bedroom through the bathroom, which is a little silly, right? So I think what I'm going to do is rotate that guy 90 degrees. And that's good. Turn off my topo. I'm going to use layers actually. Turn off the topo. Move that guy from this endpoint maybe to that endpoint. Okay. Nudge it back minus 4 feet. All right. And am I good to go here? Not really, because these are flush now, aren't they? And we're not allowed that condition if I'm correct. All right, so let's bring back the topo, see where we're at. What I can do is I can raise this up by 2 feet. I might reverse everything I'm doing here, so I'm just exploring first. Okay, and now I have a distinction. I don't want to do that. I think what I'm going to do instead is maybe sink the hallway down by another 2 feet. I need to copy these guys over because I know I need 3 sets, right? Okay. All right. Yeah, no, I'm going to lift this actually 2 feet. Okay. And I'm going to extend this guy. I don't have enough space for another 2 sets of bedrooms. I can really make them tight like this, but I would advise against it. Okay? I would advise against that. I don't think you should do that. You can probably extend this guy further back and put a bedroom back here. Or you can extend this guy outwards and put another set of bedrooms over here. So that's one way of doing that, right? So I think I'm going to go with this scenario just to move forward. I'm going to move this up. Actually, I'm going to go to shaded mode real quickly so I can grab on stuff easier. Okay. Going to move this set up by 2 feet. Okay. I'm going to move this set down by -2 feet. Okay. Then I'm going to be slightly away from that topo, which is good. And I'm going to copy it over to the right. So I can do that. Okay. Trying to make these guys equidistant from each other. Might be easier this way. Okay, so I think I'm going to stick to that for now. You got one guy sticking up here, so they're not in a series, which is kind of awkward, actually. I wish that didn't occur. Maybe one way is to actually raise these guys up as well, and then raise this with it, and then sink this down. That's another way of doing it. So simply by going back and forth, I think if I sink this down like so, and then now I can raise these guys up, right? I still have that difference. That guy really wouldn't be sunk so much, but kind of like this. So now I provide steps between this, and I provide steps between that, and these guys will be sticking up like this, and eventually they're really going to bite into the corridor, right? Like so. But for this example, I think I'm going to just Control Z to keep it the way it was. So simply we can simply move on, all right? So go like this. Okay, so let's keep it here and move on. Try to make sure that these guys are equidistant from each other. That's all I ask for. We can have an elevation change in the hallways, and I suspect it's going to occur on this project. We'll fix it more and clean it up in AutoCAD.